This morning, newly released footage and documents in the case against Bryan Kohberger, the suspect in the quadruple murder that last November at the University of Idaho. A number of body camera videos were released, and this one shows Kohberger being pulled over for running a red light nearby Washington State University a month before the killings took place.
I do apologize if I was asking you too many questions about the law. I wasn't trying to
No, not at all. I understand you're not from here.
The officer who was speaking with him there let him go without writing a ticket. It was cited in a probable cause affidavit, noting that the video showed him as the driver and sole occupant of that white sedan. Joining us now for more on these documents and what they uncovered, CNN's Jean Casares. A lot of material that was released, and you've been covering this so closely. I wonder what stood out the most to you.
Well, first of all, in that video, the date is critically important. It's October 14th. It is almost 1 month to the day when those murders happened. And so to see him and to hear him, and the audio is really good. If we have any more of that, I would love the audience to hear it go.
I think you know why I stopped you. You ran the red light.
What actually happened was I was stuck in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah,
so
I was behind you the whole time. Yeah. So technically you're not supposed to enter the intersection at all for that reason, because if the light turns red, then you're stuck in the intersection and then you run the red light. So that's the reason I stopped you.
I'm actually just from a very rural area, so we just don't have crosswalks.
Oh.
Unless I visit an area where there are crosswalks, and then it's not very frequent.
Yeah.
I do apologize if I was asking you too many questions.
Okay, so you see him interacting, very polite, very contrary to anything that happened 1 month later in that home in Moscow. Now, also documents were released. We want to show everybody. They did testing on the scene for blood in that apartment. We knew they had found some reddish stains that had come out before. But if you look at the document that is to the left of the one that is bright and white, you will see that there is one line and one check mark that says positive, presumptively positive for blood. They found 2 stains that they believe could be blood. They did testing at the scene. One was a pillow. They didn't have a pillowcase. The other was a mattress cover. And when you do a presumptive test at the scene that denotes positivity for blood, then you have to go into the lab to do a conclusive test. But obviously, they took those swabbings there. They went to the apartment. It's very obvious. Idaho was communicating with Pennsylvania when they were making the arrest. Idaho was flying in. They executed the search at the apartment, and they found a lot of things were just cleared out. They did collect things. The defense, a few weeks later, went back with law enforcement. The defense collected even more things to put in their possession.
Wow.
Didn't know any of this before.
Yeah, it's also disturbing, especially as we're just learning more about this as this trial is obviously going to progress. Keep us updated if anything else comes out and what you see there. But it is remarkable, like you said, to hear from him.
Yes, it is.
Just so strange.